This is going to be a short video on how I made a tailgate out of an old snow chain. The set of snow chains I used I found in an old junk car. I then went to Lowe's and bought 4 heavy-duty springs. The only other thing I needed was a drill. I can hang the top springs in the original latch holes from the original tailgate. The bottom springs, on the other hand, have nothing to hook to, so I'm going to have to drill some holes. Drilling, though, involves power. Poof! Now we have power. For a place to hook the bottom springs into, I'm actually going to drill a hole into the hinges for the old tailgate. Then I do the same thing to the passenger side hinge. As you can see, it's a little worse for wear, but it's still in good enough shape for what I'm going to use it for. Now that I have my holes drilled, I take my springs and hook them into the end of the snow chains, and then into the holes in the bed of the truck. Pulling on the springs to connect the other side is a bit hard to do, so I used a screwdriver for leverage. Once I was sure I had it on the right lengths to hold it as tight as I wanted it, I used a pair of pliers to bend the springs around the chain so if it came off they would not come apart. And this was supposed to be the finished product. A chain tailgate that was low enough to go under a 5th wheel trailer, but still strong enough to hold most things that I would put in the bed of the truck. The problem I ran into was that the short chains were actually loose and would rattle whenever I was going down dirt roads. To fix this, I zip tied the center link of the bottom chain to a hole in the bumper. That pulled the slack out of all the chains and got rid of all the noise. I've been pretty happy with it ever since. Now, it's not going to stop something that's 400 or 500 pounds from sliding out of the bed of the truck, but for what I use it for, it works pretty well. And for less than $6, I think it's a pretty good setup.